Come on. He's over my roof. No GPS. Trying to get his ID number. It's too far out now. Welcome back, everyone. This is Robert from Custodian File. Today is 1/29/25, going back to October 2024. LAPD just comes in from a different direction, comes in low and then climbing right over the jetty rocks. He's going to bank to the left, and then that's the hot area right there. That's the hot zone. Did you see that? That's the hot zone. We're just exactly in that airspace right there. These things just come off the ground. They're sitting right there on the ground. We can't see it. He's already sitting right there. He's just waiting to what can I say? He's looking at that chopper and he's like, if you go left, I'm going to come up and tag you. I'm telling you now, I'm going to come up. And sure enough, look at that. I slowed that down. See how slow the rotor blade's going? That's a 3% video, 3%. Over and over. And believe me, they've done everything they can to catch these things. I mean, there's far north of 15,000 sorties, far north. It's really actually, I mean, I don't want to make this hard. It's really 46,000 sorties since the summer of 2017. But it's too hard to believe. So I just keep it at 15,000. It's just, because even that's hard to believe. That means there have been 46,000 government helicopters here since the summer of 17. Looking. Not to mention the 3 research vessels and then the tiny submarine they stuck in the water right there at the jetty rocks. Very serious. There's something here. These things are all over the world. I have this one of the viewers, actually, she lives right here in the marina, and she said something, and it really caught my attention. It's easy to miss, but if you look on Google Maps, there's the California Gas Company is right here in the wetlands, essentially. And I guess back in the day, they put the gas company here. If there was a problem, it wouldn't matter because it's at the beach. If there was an explosion, there's nobody living there. So, but now it's a different equation here. But I'm thinking it's maybe the methane. Somehow, maybe the methane, because they store it underground. But obviously, it leaks. So, could that be a factor? Could that be, and the methane is stored way underground, so obviously it's bubbling out of the ocean. I think it could be a factor. This is what I think we've been trying, because a lot of us have been pulling our hair out, like what is going, why the jetty rocks? Possibly because from my understanding, the methane comes in from Texas, they pump it underground, and it's a big giant cavity underground, and obviously, some of it's going to leak out, and sure enough, so maybe that's what it is. I mean, we'd have to test the water for methane concentration in the ground itself, but they are sitting right here. If you fly up, that's why all my videos, you'll see them just coming off to the left or coming off to the right. They're just... This is it. This is just, God, I don't want to say how easy it is. I mean, it's not that easy, but very predictable. And for what it's worth, the LAPD, Marina Del Rey is not the LAPD territory. It belongs to the sheriff. So if there was an incident, we should be seeing the sheriff helicopter here. But essentially the sheriff, they got tired of this. They used to be here a lot, but I think they just got tired. They said, look, we don't care if these are UFO. We don't care. Just stop calling us. So they don't really fly over anymore. So the LAPD just does all the flying. Just kind of bizarre. Maybe we'll get to the bottom of it one day. And for what it's worth, they've already made a soft confession. The LAPD, the fire department, and the sheriff, the pilots, they made a soft confession that these things are annoying. And they left it at that. So yeah, this is just how current is current. I'd be surprised, the other locations around where they're recording the UFOs near the ocean or something, maybe we should start testing for methane levels. Just a theory here. Might be something to it. Okay, if you like what you see, please remember to like, subscribe, comment. I do need your help and support because not everyone's on board releasing this information. Not everyone is pro 2025 disclosure, unfortunately. And that's fine, I guess. Okay, let's go to the next video. Okay, super. So this is the new press secretary, Caroline, and they're talking about these drones in New Jersey. And now they're kind of saying, no, the FAA knows about them. Don't be concerned. So I'm not really buying any of that. That's ridiculous. A lot of people are expecting these UFO files to be released. And I'm expecting them, and I'll give it time. It's only been a week, but we really need to see these UFOs. They are not, UFOs are not top secret. Release the files. It's that simple. So what's going on here? I still think all these drones, these are Reaper drones. That's my dog, Frankie. These are Reaper drones, and they're looking either for two things, radioactive particles, or they're looking for dragons. That's it. There are no other choices. I think at this point, I'm going to give up the radioactive theory. So they're just looking for dragons. So these dragons, obviously the Reaper drones are being tagged. So you hold your radar detector up in the sky because there's a lot of tagging going on. These drones are here, the dragons are here, and maybe some other Earth drones are flying around. This story is not going to go away. People are not going to forget. We want to know what's going on the East Coast with all these drones. We're not going to forget about it. We want to know the truth. So really release the information. There's no more advantage. There's no strategic advantage of not releasing UFO. There's none. There's none. Okay, please remember to like, subscribe, comment. Let's go to the next. Okay, so I just learned recently F-35 just fell out of the sky in Alaska, which is theoretically impossible. So we're waiting for an explanation, but just for what it's worth, if you shoot at real UFOs with pilots, if you shoot at these dragons, they won't shoot back. But if you shoot at larger UAPs, UFOs, they will shoot back. It's just, so do not shoot at real UFOs. We already have that. I already have the testimony from a major in the Air Force. We had a policy from 1950 to 1970 to shoot down a UFO at any cost. And in those 20 years, we lost an airplane every day for 20 years somewhere in the world. And basically, General Put at NORAD confessed this to the major. Said, look, I got something to tell you in 1973. We lost for the last 20 years. We've been doing this, and we lost a jet every day. So do not shoot at larger UFOs. It will not go well. All right, super. Let's go to the next video. Trigger the radar if you want. There it goes. Did you hear that? I got to turn it up. We got radar hit. I didn't see anything. Okay, we're going to end on this video here. 2024 here. So the police are just flying by, same airspace, triggers the radar. Remember, that happens 8% of the time, and they leave a clicking audio on the video 8% of the time. They do. There it is right there. Just unbelievable. I know, like lightning. A lot of you are doing a fantastic job. You are finding videos. You are recording these dragons. You are sending me videos. I can't even see the dragons. I have to watch them 5 or 6 times, but they're there. So some of you are just right out of the gate here. It's phenomenal. You're really taking a lead on this, and I appreciate it. I need help here. I can't keep pushing this train by myself. I need help. And a lot of you are stepping up. I appreciate that. So over and over, ask questions but essentially, really, it's not hard anymore. Any Android phone, smartphone, zoom in 15, 20%, landscape. People are like, why do I got to hold it sideways? Because the majority of dragons fly left to right, right to left, 80% of the time. And roughly 10, 20%, they'll go vertical. So you want all the frames. You want to capture all the frames you can. Why don't you zoom in closer? You'll zoom out the dragon. And you won't necessarily get a better resolution. Not really. There's just too much going on. Just their speed alone. And not to mention their energy field around them. It just distorts the photons. And remember, they're designed to be invisible. So they're not supposed to be easy to find and detect. It's supposed to be relatively hard. There you go. So please leave comments. What do you think? What do you think about the press secretary? What do you think about this F-35 falling out of the sky, which is disturbing? I hope that's not going to be a trend. I hope we're not going to start seeing F-22s falling out of the sky, just because they shouldn't be. Airplanes are not supposed to fall out of the sky. There are reasons. Look at that. Look at that dragon just tagging that guy. Very predictable science here, over and over. If you're a new viewer, I know this is hard. There's a lot of information. Just be patient. Watch a few more videos. You'll quickly figure out like something odd is going on here, and it's going on all over the world, and it's the same object, the same speed, the same shape, same predictability. It's really challenging. It's really challenging. And remember, it's a little addicting once you record a couple dragons. Just try to keep the videos to 5 or 10 recordings a day so you can just have a regular life. But yeah, if you're out in the parking lot or something and then you hear a helicopter, pull out your phone, record it, put it back in your pocket. You probably just recorded a dragon. It's that simple. All right, that will do it for now. Thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate all your support. You showed a lot of love, support. I'm going to do my best here to just keep this transparent and keep it forthcoming. Disclosure 2025. Let's get it done. Let's put it behind us and go on to the next challenge in the universe. This is Robert at Custodian File. Take care. Bye-bye.